Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we are going to test out Dulceria Creations olive oil wax. And from what I understand, Dulceria is the only one who carries it and everybody is raving about it. So they were kind enough to send me some, so that's what we're going to test today with their oils. So today I'm using a Presto pot. I usually use the Digiboil, but not everyone has a Digiboil, and I'm just going to be testing a little bit. So I have a love-hate relationship with the Presto pot. This is probably my fourth or fifth one over 17 years. I used to have one that had a pour spout or a spigot that broke on me years ago, and I bought these, hated them, and went ahead and bought an actual wax melter that I don't even use anymore. So I got the Digiboils, but I still have these just in case. So we're gonna use it today. It is bigger, so it's gonna heat up the wax really, really fast. So we have to work quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in here. This is probably, you know what? It's probably 1 to 2 pounds. We'll see. I forgot to weigh it. Okay, so it's 1 pound. So we're gonna pour this in here, and I am just gonna do some 8-ounce jars. So let's go ahead and wick those. I'm using CDN 8 wicks from 1617. And these are the 8-ounce jars from Uline. So I'm gonna wick these really quick. And since I don't have a wick holder or a wick placement guide for this particular size, I'm just gonna use this. I just got it on Amazon. I think it came in a pack of 6 or 8 or something like that. So I'm just gonna do my best wicking them, which these are so small. They're pretty easy to wick. I've been seeing a lot of candle makers with really off-centered jars. You definitely, a little off-centered is fine, but when they are completely off-centered to the point that they become dangerous because they're so close to the edge of the jar, that is a simple fix with either a wick guide like from Norton Candle Supply, or just something simple like this. I love the Norton Candle Supply wick placement guides. They're amazing. All right, so we've got those wicked, and I totally forgot to measure out my oil, but it's not gonna be for very much. So we are going to turn this on. I'm gonna turn it on to about 200. Because this oil needs to heat up to 200 degrees. So, and that is per Dulceria's instructions. And then we're gonna add 8, I think I'll do 7% because their oils are pretty strong. So I'm gonna, while this is melting, I'm going to for that one. And this one is Earthy Santal and Tonka Bean. Oh my God, it smells amazing. That one is strawberries and strawberry cake and vanilla cream. Ooh, oh my God, I love that one. And then perfect. This one is tobacco leaf and caramel. I think this one is my favorite. Okay, so that is, I do want to tell you that I usually work with Freedom Soy Wax. Over 17 years ago, I started out with 464. And when I was learning candles, there wasn't, like, MySpace wasn't even a thing yet. And there wasn't any Facebook groups or any way online to learn. So I had to depend on the manufacturer's instructions, which were, from what I remember, quite vague. And it was just a big guessing game. I remember going to the library and renting a book on candle making. And I think it was on paraffin, so that wasn't very fruitful. So, well, shit. I'm a mess. Okay, well, that was an expensive pour. Anyways, and this is another reason I don't like using the Presto pot. Does anybody else have problems with this? It like smokes and is super horrible. I hate this thing. Anyways, I use Freedom Soy, and I actually have all of their products. The coconut soy, I used all that, so I don't have it, but I do have a giant trash can full of coconut soy wax, as well as a giant trash can, clean trash can, full of Freedom Soy. So I actually take those two waxes and I make my own blend, but I just teach on Freedom Soy because it's the easiest thing. So we're going to, that is almost at temperature. For a while I thought that I was burning my wax because of the smoke. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know what's going on. I hate the Presto pot. So we're gonna get that out of my mess. So what we're gonna do, since I don't have a spigot, is we are going to try not to make a mess. I never have, but this will be the one time that it happens. So we're gonna go from here and then we're gonna measure. Since I only have a pound, I maybe only be able to make 2. So we'll just do 2 and then I'll finish the other one with Freedom another time. Okay. So this this olive oil wax, you heat it to 200. You add the fragrance oil between 180 and 200. And then you cool to 150, and then you can pour into your jars. They do say to pour it or keep the candles while they're cooling in a warmer environment. Say, like what I normally do is I put them in the box that they came in, That way the cardboard kind of insulates the candles and allows them to cool slower. But for this video, I want you guys to see me pour it, so I'm just gonna take the risk. So I'm gonna have to, I'm going to just for testing purposes, I'm gonna cool it to 180 and see how that works. And maybe between now and then I can just go ahead and, I knew I'd make some type of mess because that's just who I am as a person. We're getting close to 180. Okay, we are going to measure out our wax. I am not going to fill this to the top probably. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do Earthy Santal and Tonka Bean. These silicone cups I also got on Amazon. I have some stuff linked. I need to link these because I don't have these linked. And they're very helpful because you can squeeze every last drop of oil because that is expensive. So I'm going to stir this. I don't think they said how long to stir it. I want to say a minute. So we are going to do what I think is a minute because I still haven't gotten a timer. And then we're gonna pour it. I need to start making 8 ounce because I just use these as testers to test hot throw for people because that's something that I wish I would have had when I was selling candles because oils are so expensive, and then you get some oils are just gonna be, they're just naturally lighter, but then if you order from a company, say you've never tried them before, and they put more solvent in their oils, cutting them a little more than you would like, and then you don't get much of a hot throw regardless of what you do. So Dulceria, I have not had that problem. Scent Memory, I've not had that problem. There are some of their fragrance oils that are just naturally lighter, but they're still lovely, and you can still smell it. Since I switched to Freedom Soy, I've not had a candle that I just cannot smell. My waxes, so all of my waxes are from Flaming Candle, Candle Science, A Warm Welcome. I have some from Indigo, Porter Candle Supply, and California Candle Supply, General Wax, Midwest Fragrance, American Candle Supplies, Dupe, Scent Memory, and Dulceria. So that's quite of a lineup, or quite a lineup, but I mean, there's so many companies out there. Okay. I should have double fisted it, and that is really full. But I wanted to use all of the wax, so I'm gonna pour this in here. That way it's still at temperature, because I did 187 because I remembered that this one has to cool. So we're still at temperature. So it is just fine. Okay. And again, in another video, I explained that I don't clean out my my pour pitchers. I've never had a problem, never once. I used to clean them out religiously after every scent, and paper towels add up quick. So I don't like being wasteful. I don't like filling up the landfill. It's bad for the environment, and I like saving money. So I quit cleaning them out, and I have not had one problem. I have not had any problems of one scent smelling closely to another. So if that's a problem for you too, then I highly recommend just quit cleaning out your pitchers. It's not a big deal. It's not that serious. And then again, you'll want to keep these jars pretty warm, like in an insulated box or something while they're cooling. I think Vanessa at Dulceria said they could crack, if I remember correctly. Something to that effect. So you'll just want to make sure they cool slower. And also, I am creating a Facebook group. It'll be called Soy and Coconut Wax Society for Candle Makers. I would love it if you would join the Facebook group, because I will be talking about all the American Soy Organics waxes, mainly Freedom Soy and Soy Coconut, because those are my absolute favorite waxes. They're a dream to work with. Freedom Soy has a stronger hot throw, in my experience, than the Soy Coconut, but they're both amazing. And I've tried so many other waxes. I've tried paraffin blends. I even have straight up paraffin, but I prefer to be as natural as I possibly can. So I tried Freedom Soy and Soy Coconut, I don't know, a year ago. And I had to work with the supplier a little bit, Tasha at American Soy Organics, and she and I troubleshooted the temps, and we tweaked it together. And after I put that process in place, I get great hot throw. It's amazing. I get smooth tops pretty much 9 out of 10 times. Great glass adhesion. It's just a dream to work with. So I know I'm gonna love olive oil wax, but I'm definitely going to stick with Freedom Soy because, for one, I don't sell the candles. I just teach because this is what I love to do. And Freedom Soy is the most cost effective as far as price and shipping for me. I think they're in Utah and I'm in Oklahoma. So, yeah. Okay, we are good to pour. And you'll want to use your candle calculator because this is, okay. This is a little less accurate and scientific. So definitely use the candle calculator. You can find that on your app store on whatever phone you use. Highly recommend that. It's literally called Candle Calculator, and it's a anyways, so I'm going to place my wick holder. Dulceria sent me these, and that was super sweet of them. So I've never used a wick holder like this, so we will see how this works. Oh, sweet. Super easy. Okay, let's do this one. And there is even a little guide for when you double wick. And they're numbered. Oh, I just realized that. They're numbered. And I think I can only assume that these notches up at the top are for the edge of your glass, maybe. Yay, perfectly centered. Okay, so that's all I've got for today. Definitely join my Facebook group. I haven't created it yet, but today is August 24th at, I don't know, maybe around 11 or 12. So after I finish this up, I'm going to go create that group, and then I will figure out how to maybe link it to the YouTube channel. I don't know. If not, Jeff Stanley's group, it's the DIY Candle Makers Beginning to Advanced or something like that. He has a share thread that he posts every week. I'll post it on that. So whatever Jeff Stanley's group name is, I'm so bad with all these group names. I'm in so many. But I'll comment with the group name on that, and it'll be where we can share our processes with any type of soy wax, soy coconut, really anything that doesn't have paraffin in it. And I will give my process. I'll post my YouTube videos and just give all of my experience that I've gained over my 17 years of candle making. So definitely join that group and subscribe to my channel so I can continue making more content, and the content will just keep getting better and better. Thanks, guys.